started, shall we? Drop this down, and drop this down. Here we go, going into game number 2. This is between FXOqxc and Complexity's Minigun. And we see spawning in the left-hand side over here, the purple Terran player known as FXOqxc. He was able to take game 1 off his opponent. Over here, the blue Protoss player known as Complexity Minigun. And this is going to be quite interesting. It is a best of 5 series for anyone wondering, and this is another close air spawn position. So we might see a maybe similar game that we did in the last matchup. FXOqxc went for a very nice style of play, getting that very quick hidden expansion over on the top side that Minigun never scouted, and that really just kind of shut him down in the end because he just was unable to keep up with the economy of QXC. And we do see that Minigun is going to be scouting QXC first again, which is pretty nice to see. And he's going to be coming over here and goes, okay, I know we are in close air positions. We'll see what style of play he decides to go this time. And SCV already doing a little bit of harassment. We do see the barracks dropping down very close to the command center this time, not opting for the wall-off style of play. And no scout has been sent out for QXC yet. It's just kind of building up. And ooh, a little bit of worker harassment going on here. He's battling it out against the SCV. And ooh, does get away with a little bit of hull damage. The SCV did fall down to 21 health. And there is the refinery going down as well. We do see the first gate has been dropped down, as well as the assimilated for Minigun. And looks like the SCV is going to be scooting over and doing a little bit of scouting of his own. And now Shattered Temple is a pretty exciting map. It can really turn into like a split map versus split map. There is this gold base here that is oftentimes taken for a third base for both players. There is, like with all MLG maps, that is the supply depot here to deny any walls off. And there's the SCV popping in here doing a little bit of scouting. Goes, okay, see what you're doing. You're probably going to be dropping that core down. There's the core, okay. Let's see, when are you going to be dropping down that second assimilator? And ooh, look at this. Minigun opting for the assimilator stealing that gas. One thing that I have noticed Protoss players do lately is drop down pylons right next to those barracks to try to deny any of tech labs or reactors going down. Or, I mean, they could just lift off and move and drop it down, but it really denies it for a little bit, gets a little bit more scouting in. And, I mean, you get a little bit of scouting in with this assimilator, but not, as much as if you just throw a pylon down in the middle of things. He did scoot in with a probe, though, just to double check and see, okay, you're getting a reactor. He did not get to see this tech lab go down, though, and this Marine's going to be taking forever to kill this assimilator. SCV is going to be scooting out of there now, but he did see that both assimilators have been taken for Minigun. The Stalker is on the way, and he's going to be able to deny any more scouting from QXC. Now we do see a second gate going down, and ooh, second and third gate. And look at this from QXC opting for a command center. Very nice. Very quick expansion style of play, going for these high economy builds out of QXC. I like it, and looks like we're going to be seeing nice. A forward pylon is going down in the top right hand side for QXC. And this SCV is poking around, keeping an eye to see if there are any forward pylons or any trickery going on. So both players being very active right now on the map, keeping an eye, trying to find any scouts or any proxies or anything like that. Looks like Minigun is going to be gearing up for an expansion relatively soon. He is starting to produce a couple of sentries, chrono boosting out that warp gate right now, and getting up to about 300 minerals. QXC has started to produce those marauders. Now we do see Stim is on the way, and that assimilator is going to be going down probably a couple more minutes now. It's taking forever. One Marine by himself takes so long to kill that, but the SCV was there right in time to start building that refinery. And we do see, looks like SCV did try to poke up in here. He did see that the natural expansion has gone down, but that is pretty much all he's been able to see. A couple more sentries being warped in by Minigun, and looks like, ooh, we're going to see a little bit of a move out for QXC. He's going to be heading over here. Minigun should be okay in dealing with this. He has a lot of sentries, but he needs to be able to warp in a few more units to deal with this. And oh, wow, tricky, canceling some stuff here, and looks like Here comes the push, and he's got SCVs mixed in with this as well. Wow. He's really going... Oh, there's the bunkers. Oh, he wanted to drop down the bunkers. As soon as he saw the Guardian Shield, he is going to back up. Nice force fields going down, cutting off a good amount of SCVs, but it wasn't the best force field. Looks like he was only able to take out a handful of SCVs with that. A couple of them were able to get away. One did get away with 9 health on that. And now coqxc is just going to fall back and get his expansion up, dropping down 2 bunkers. Just to be on the safe side, we do see that that Robo is on the way. He is warping in a Zealot Stalker and a Sentry, and there's the mass transfer of probes to his natural expansion. He is looking pretty good. He is a little bit going to be a little bit ahead for a little bit when he starts chrono boosting out more units. But with those mules that coqxc has, he's able to just barely stay ahead for the briefest time. And looks like Minigun is ready to start being aggressive now. He's going to be scooting over here. He does have this forward pylon on the top right hand side, and one stalker is going to be poking up. He sees, oh, the double bunker play. So he's got to be very, very careful. And ooh, falling off of supply depots. SCV does come out to scout and sees that all that army is still there. So coqxc trying to get in a good position here. He is sending out, oh, nice cancel on the supply depot. Another bunker is going to be coming down. Oh, a 3rd and 4th bunker coming down now. And we do see 3 gates have been added on, as well as the Observer and Immortal starting to come out. And Minigun's really not trying to overcommit with this. He's just forcing coqxc to build those bunkers. I mean, bunkers are able to be salvaged for 75 minerals instead of the 100 that they're worth. So it's, you know, it's not such a bad idea to just throw down more bunkers if you are worried. And the Observer does pop in here and see everything that is going on. Sees the starport, sees the factory with the reactor attached onto it. So he knows he's going to be going for just straight up bio again. Very coqxc oriented style of play. Get those medevacs out as soon as possible. And look at the timing of this factory, reactor, and the starport finishing up at the exact same time. They're going to be swapping now, and very nice play out of Minigun. He's being very active with his army. When you start taking out the Disruptor Rocks at his 3rd base, so he can get that gold up and running very soon. And look at the pretty much the same time, there goes coqxc dropping down his 3rd command center now. And ooh, look at this. We're gonna see some tricky play right now. He is getting that warp prism, so that we can see some nice little drop style of play out of both players now. And oh, this Marine's poking up in here. He does not know about this forward pylon here. And we do see combat shields is just now finishing up. Concussive shells have not been started yet. I don't know if he is waiting for that or if that's a little bit of a mistake on his part. We do see that +1 infantry weapons is on the way, and the medevacs have already started to come out. And oh, there is a lot of units loaded up, but with that medevac there, he does see this, and he is going to be pushing in. He has warped in a good amount of stalkers, so he's going to intercept this drop, no problem. And at the same time, 4 zealots have been warped in. There is a battle, trapping in a lot of units with force fields. And oh, here's the drop with the zealots at the natural or the main base, killing a lot of SCVs, and the drop does get taken out by these stalkers here. Only a handful of units, and wow, that was very nice play out of Minigun, pretty much hitting everywhere at once. He did not manage to break the main base, but he is able to, or the natural, but he is able to pretty much decimate the main base. There is a huge warp in of zealots right here, and a couple more being warped in. Marines and all the production facilities are in a lot of trouble. If he tries to unload any of these bunkers, these units will just force their way through the front. So it looks like coqxc is in a very tough spot. He does not have concussive shells with those Marauders, and there's another mass warp in with zealots. coqxc supply is dropped down to 70 right now compared to the 115 of Minigun. coqxc is doing a nice job hanging in there, microing back with all of these units, but here come these reinforcing stalkers. He can decide to push in now, and oh, there goes one of the starport does manage to fall. And it looks like some more units being reinforced from that forward pylon, and Marines do finally fall, and these production facilities are in a lot of trouble. There goes another barracks on fire right now, and it looks like, ooh, nice moving this war prism up here for a forward pylon. He pops his Guardian Shield, goes in, one bunker falls very quickly, and GG is called. Wow, that was awesome. Minigun just kind of hitting everywhere at once. He had that great observer position right here. He was able to see when that drop was loaded up, warped in a handful of stalkers, moved them in position, was able to snipe that drop, and at the same time he loaded up 4 zealots and flew into the main base and did a drop, and that was really the deciding factor of this battle. He was able to take out so many production facilities, and while he was doing that, he pushed at the front with his army. So QXC was not able to unload from these bunkers to deal with the drop in his main, and it just was game over from there. So very nice play. That was awesome out of Minigun, and you can see maybe why Minigun is one of my favorite Protoss players. So that was game number 2. It is now tied up 1-1. Minigun won game 2. QXC won game 1. So we're going to be going into game number 3 relatively soon. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me throw up these overlays again. I know you guys are loving these overlays right now. But QXC and Minigun are playing tonight. They were originally scheduled for Thursday, but there was a scheduling conflict with Chef, so he will be playing on Thursday against Time. So be sure to tune in for that. And yeah, we're going to be getting into game number 3. If you guys are wondering what this event is about, it is the 1-year anniversary of when I started casting StarCraft 2. So I want to do a little bit of a special event for it. So I decided to contact a lot of the pro players and go, okay, you know what? I'm going to host a series of show mats. There's going to be a best of 5 series happening Monday through Friday, the first week of November, in honor of the 1-year anniversary of my casting, and a lot of notable players have responded to me. As you can see, Chef and Minigun and QXC. Day 1 was between Illusion and Desro. If you wanted to watch the VODs from that, go to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/NanMan. As well as, if you enjoy my casting, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Justin TV, because all of your support really helps me out a lot. And looks like we'll be going into game number 3 here. It's going to be on Tal'Darim Altar. I think, no, it's not Tal'Darim Altar. I lied. I'm just kidding. It's not Tal'Darim. Tal'Darim Altar is not. It's actually, for those wondering what the next map is, it's going to be Terminus, which I know a lot of you people are wondering. Terminus, that's not in the MLG map pool. Well, it's an MLG map, but it's technically not in the map pool, and they played a few of the maps that were not listed. And so we'll be getting things started with Terminus coming up next. This will be game number 3. Getting things going.